In this section, we'll review communications planning and its inputs. You've heard me emphasize the importance of good communication skills for a project manager. There's also some methodology for understanding who to communicate with, what to tell them, how to get the information to them, and how often it should be sent to them. Along with good communication skills comes good documentation. Many of the deliverables that are described in the project management body of knowledge is good documentation practices that allow the project manager to collect, generate, distribute, store, and retrieve information needed by the stakeholders. Let's look at some of the inputs for determining this plan. All of the inputs include enterprise environmental factors, organizational process assets, project scope statement, and the project management plan. The enterprise environmental factors do not have any special items to note, but be sure you're familiar with these elements in general so that you recognize when one of them is related to a question on the exam. For organization process assets, it's a good idea to find the lessons learned document and any other historical information that can give you an idea of the stakeholders' preferences for communication and any successes or failures in the past that you can benefit from. You should review the project scope statement, specifically the stakeholder analysis section, for information on their interests and preferences for information and communication. The project management plan should be considered the master plan where all other smaller project plans are a subset of it. These are also known as subsidiary or ancillary plans, and we go through each one of them throughout this CBT. Key elements that are used as an input to the communications plan are the guidelines, standards, and templates that the communications plan should follow. Remember, the project management plan defines how subsidiary plans are to be defined and integrated into the overall plan. Other elements are constraints and assumptions. Constraints should contain any geographical factors that may inhibit location of key stakeholders or team members or email incompatibilities. Assumptions contain assumptions about particular software, where it might be available, or any other similar information that you would want to guide your communications plan from. In the next section, we'll review the tools and techniques for creating the communications plan.